Months passed, each day an agonizing wait. Dubem, alerted by her cries, rushed to her side. They raced to the hospital, with Adako following close behind. Enugu buzzed like a beehive on a sunny afternoon. Mama Norma, the unofficial neighborhood gossip queen, fanned herself with a worn-out magazine. Her brow furrowed in concern, her gaze settled on Chisom, a young woman who lived across the street, walking slowly with a hand cradling her very prominent belly. 2 years, Mama Norma muttered to Adako, her neighbor, who was balancing a basket of steaming akara on her head. Adako's eyes widened. News from Mama Norma was like a sprinkle of magical pepper, guaranteed to tickle your ears and fire up gossip. 2 years of what, Mama Norma? She asked cautiously. Mama Norma leaned in. 2 years Chisom don't get belle, no pikin don't come out yet. Adako almost dropped the akara. Chisom, the beautiful young woman who had a kind heart and infectious laugh, had been visibly pregnant for, well, a very long time. It had started as a cause for celebration, but whispers began to slither through the close-knit community like hungry snakes. Dubem, Chiso's husband, a carpenter with a gentle smile, remained unfazed. He pampered Chisom, carrying her groceries and listening patiently to her growing anxieties. Chisom, once bubbly and full of life, had become a shadow of herself, a constant worry etched on her face. One afternoon, Adako saw Dubem leaving their small bungalow, carrying a carved wooden bird. Its wings, outstretched as if in flight, were intricately detailed. Curiosity gnawed at her. Later she found her chance. That's beautiful, Dubem, she remarked, pointing to the bird perched on a shelf in their living room. Dubem smiled sadly. It's for the baby, to remind us hope can take flight, he confided in Adako, whispering about the string of fruitless visits to the local herbalist, the mountain worry etched on Chisom's face. Adako's heart ached for them. Enugu held its breath. Caught between concern and simmering unease. Was Chisom blessed with a child destined for greatness, or was something more sinister at play? Weeks turned into months. The whispers from the street grew louder, morphing into unsettling rumors. Some spoke of curses, others spoke of vengeful spirits. The weight of the community's gaze pressed down on Chisom like a suffocating blanket. Dubem, ever steadfast, suggested a visit to Dr. Namdi, a respected doctor in Enugu known for his calm demeanor and sharp mind. The doctor's office was modern and sterile, a stark contrast to the hustle and bustle of the city. After thorough examination and a series of tests, Dr. Namdi sat them down, his face etched with a mixture of confusion and concern. There is no medical explanation for Chisom's condition, he said gently. Everything seems normal, except for the prolonged pregnancy. He suggested consulting a specialist in Lagos, a city with more advanced medical facilities. The news hit them like a punch to the gut. Traveling to Lagos meant leaving behind their lives, their support system, everything they knew, but the thought of finally getting answers, of giving their child the best chance, made the decision easy. Lagos, with its towering buildings and frenetic energy, felt like a different planet compared to their quiet Enugu neighborhood. The specialist, a kind woman with a reassuring smile, ran a battery of tests. Days turned into an agonizing wait. Finally, the results arrived. Dr. Anika, the specialist, gathered them in her office. Chisom, she began, her voice filled with a curious mix of excitement and caution. Your pregnancy is indeed unusual. Dubem gripped Chisom's hand, his heart pounding in his chest. Unusual? How? He asked, his voice barely a whisper. Dr. Anika took a deep breath. The test indicates there are twins. However, one of the fetuses seems to be developing at a much slower rate. Chisom gasped, tears welling her eyes. Twins, after all this time, the possibility of welcoming not one but two children filled her with a mixture of joy and trepidation. But Dr. Anika's next words sent a shiver down her spine. The slower developing fetus, she continues, appears to have unique genetic markers that are quite rare. Dr. Anika's words hung heavy in the air. Unique genetic markers, Dubem echoed, his voice tight with a mix of curiosity and fear. Yes, Dr. Anika confirmed, her gaze flickering between the couple. The markers suggest a possible genetic anomaly. However, without further testing, it's difficult to say exactly what that means. Chisom felt a cold dread grip into her chest. Genetic anomaly. Was this the reason for the prolonged pregnancy? Were the whispers in Enugu true after all? Were they caused? Dubem squeezed her hand, his touch grounding her. What are the next steps, doctor? He asked, his voice firm despite the tremor within. Dr. Anika laid out a plan that involved specialized prenatal care, genetic counseling, and potentially a premature birth for the faster developing twin. The news was overwhelming, but amidst the fear, a flicker of hope ignited within them. They were finally getting answers and possibly a path forward. The journey back to Enugu felt different. The city lights seemed to flicker with judgment. The whispers on the street seemed louder. Chisom struggled to keep her head held high. The secret of the twins, the mystery of the anomaly, weighed heavily on their hearts. They confided in Adaku, their loyal friend and neighbor. Adaku, known for her calm head and unwavering support, listened intently. There is no cause, Chisom, she said, her voice firm. These are just things we can't understand yet. But you and Dubem are strong, and together you will find a way. Her words offered a much-needed comfort. Dubem, ever the pragmatist, made a decision. They would keep the anomaly a secret, focusing on the safe delivery of their twins. Enugu would just have to deal with the prolonged pregnancy for now. Weeks turned into a blur of doctor's appointments and whispered prayers. Then one day, the inevitable arrived. Dr. Anika called, her voice urgent. The faster developing twin, a healthy baby girl, was ready to be born, but prematurely. A storm of emotion raged within Chisom. Joy at the prospect of finally holding her child, fear for the potential complications of a premature birth, and a gnawing worry for the slower developing twin. After a tense delivery, a tiny but healthy baby girl whom they named Adaora, meaning daughter of strength, filled their arms with love and worry. The joy of holding their daughter was bittersweet, a constant reminder of the twins still waiting to born. The doctors explained that the slower developing twin wouldn't arrive a premature birth. Their hearts ached as they made the heartbreaking decision to allow the pregnancy to continue, hoping for a miracle. News of Adora's birth spread quickly through the close-knit community. Mama Norma, ever the gossip queen, became the unofficial spokesperson, proudly spreading the news of Chisom's miracle baby. The whispers shifted, replaced by well wishes and a renewed sense of support. However, the secret of the twins gnawed at Chisom. One afternoon, overwhelmed with emotion, she confided in Adako. To her surprise, Adako smiled knowingly. Many things have happened in Enugu that we don't understand, Adako said, her voice gentle. There are stories whispered by our grandmothers of spirits that walk among us, of hidden powers. Maybe your twins are a part of something bigger, something we can't explain. Chisom's heart skipped a beat. Could Adako be right? Was there a reason for the unique twin? A reason beyond her comprehension? Months passed, each day an agonizing wait. Then one morning, Chisom woke up to a strange warmth radiating from her belly. A wave of pain engulfed her. But it was different. This was the pain of childbirth. Dubem, alerted by her cries, rushed to her side. They raced to the hospital, with Adako following close behind. This time, the birth was swift and natural. Chisom held her breath as the doctor placed a small translucent baby in her arms. The baby boy, smaller than Adaora, shimmered with an ethereal glow. His eyes, unlike his sister's, weren't dark brown, but a startling silver. A gasp escaped Chisom's lips. This wasn't just a unique baby. This was the answer to the whispers, the secret they had kept hidden. Tears welled up in her eyes, a mixture of fear and awe. Dubem, seeing her distress, gently took the baby. His eyes widened in shock, but there was a flicker of understanding too. He looked at Chisom, a silent question hanging in the air. Adako, who had rushed into the delivery room, gasped. "He's beautiful," she whispered, her voice trembling. The doctor, bewildered but professional, simply noted the baby's unusual features in his chart. Chisom named the baby boy Chimobi, meaning "God knows." He was a fragile child, needing specialized care not available in Enugu. But with renewed hope and wave of support from the community, Chisom and Dube made the difficult decision. They would travel back to Lagos, this time not just for answers, but for a chance at a normal life for their children. A life where Adaora, their healthy human daughter, wouldn't be ostracized and Chimobi, the child of the spirit realm, could receive the care he needed. Lagos welcomed them once again, a city of possibilities. Dr. Anika, surprised to see them back so soon, was captivated by Chimobi. She connected them with a team of specialists who had experience with children with similar genetic anomalies. Chimobi, though different, thrived. His silver eyes held an ancient wisdom, and a strange connection with nature seemed to surround him. Adaora, his energetic sister, adored him, showering him with kisses and chattering excitedly. Life in Lagos wasn't easy. They missed their home in Enugu, their friends and the familiar rhythm of their old lives. But they also found a new sense of community in the hospital, surrounded by other families with unique children. Years passed. Chisom and Dubem continued to raise their extraordinary children. Adaora, a bright and curious girl, grew up knowing her brother was special. Chimobi, with his otherworldly glow fading but his silver eyes still captivating, blossomed into a kind and gentle boy. The mystery of Chimobi's origins remained a secret they held close. Was he a bridge between the human world and the spirit realm, as Adako has suggested? Or was there something else entirely at play? It became a family story, a whispered tale passed down to their children, a reminder of the extraordinary events that unfolded in the heart of Enugu. Though the whispers in Enugu eventually faded, the memory of Chisom's 2-year pregnancy remained. But it wasn't a story of fear anymore. It was a story of courage, of a family who embraced the unknown, and of a child who defied categorization, a child who was both human and something more, a beautiful reminder of the mysteries that still lie hidden within our world. So guys, this is the end of the story. Hope you love it. Please leave your thoughts at the comment section. Like this video, please share and subscribe. Thank you guys. See you in my next video. Bye.